Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Jero. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man, the man is looking for a woman. When we have a woman, the woman is looking for a man. Today, we are having a man who is actually in the United Kingdom in a place called Birmingham. I had preempted his story on the Facebook stories at Jenga Jero, saying that Mr. Walter is single and searching at the age of 54. Now, at the age of 54, you want to know why Mr. Walter is single and searching. I'll read his information as he has given, because at the end of the day, you want to understand why somebody is single, how they ended up in the United Kingdom, and things like that. But before then, if you're watching us for the very first time, this is the Matchmaker Show. We help men and women to get matches. The moment they get the right ones, they meet their destiny. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenga Jero. So you can follow Jenga Jero on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. And by the way, for starters, for newcomers, I only have one Facebook page, Jenga Jero, the one you can see on the screen. And that page is verified by Facebook with a blue badge. That page has more than 131,000 followers as of today. Are we together? So if you see another Jenga Jero, that is not me. I have seen a few scammers trying to impersonate me by creating a parallel page, but you can even look at the number of followers. So I want you to report them immediately. If you see a Facebook page that is not Jenganjero, maybe trying to inbox you, take care. Okay? We don't inbox people. I don't inbox people. I don't even chat them on Facebook. Okay? We only have that one number. If you text somebody on Facebook and they don't reflect the number you can see on the screen, that's a scam. So please be warned. Our guest on today's show is Mr. Muli Walter. Walter Muli is a single man at the age of 54, single and searching, widowed in fact. Mr. Muli has been in the UK for the last 17 years. His wife was a victim of a food poisoning accident that took her in the year 2011. So since 2011, he has been widowed. Mr. Walter says that since 2011, he has been focusing on raising their 4 children, and it has not been a walk in the park, and it has not been easy for them either. So he made a commitment that after the demise of his wife, he was going to get married after the children are of age. Did I say age? I was not meaning to say age. And now the children are of age. The last one is has left the nest. The last one has left the nest, and she is on her own. Therefore, he is free to keep to the commitment that he will now get married. You see, there are things you cannot undo. There are things you cannot reverse. And even people I talk to sometimes reach a point and say they will heal. It reaches a point where they say they are going to heal, because if they heal, then even the Bible allows them to get married or to remarry. So Mr. Walter is looking forward to getting a woman, preferably a woman between the ages of 38 and 50. If you're between the ages of 38 and 50, you can always feel free to contact. But there is always one thing I've always told you, that sometimes you're 36, 37, and you feel like this is an ideal match, contact them. Sometimes you listen to a candidate and you are just 51, 52, slightly younger than them, and you could even fit in the bill. You ask yourself, why not? These are some of the questions you should be asking yourself. Why not? Because the answer can either be yes or no. There are no two answers. Okay. So I'm wishing him well. He lives in Birmingham in the UK, and he has been there for the last 17 years. Since 2011, he has been widowed. He's a father of 4, and he does not have a problem marrying somebody who has children. You see, having children is one thing, and having a partner is another thing altogether. There's a time you realize that children were just relatives who come and leave. They were just strangers in the house. For people who are golden ages, 50 years and above, for people whose children have left the nest, you understand what I'm saying? It reaches a point and you ask yourself, wait a minute. So these people are just strangers. They were just sitting in this house, going through school to go and form their own lives, and you will be left there. That's why you should take your spouse very seriously. If God blesses you with a spouse, take them very seriously. As a matter of fact, these are the only people who can spend a lot of time with you, if God is gracious enough to give you a lot of that time. Now, Mr. Walter is looking for a woman who is preferably in the UK. So the people who will get the first priority should be in the UK. He's a Kenyan man based in the UK, Birmingham, but from Kitui County. He is a Kamba. So he does not have a problem with any community. He either does not have a problem even from people who are coming from the East African communities. If you are from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, you know that this is a global show. You know that we have shows from Mozambique to Egypt, from the Mediterranean Sea to the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, God is gracious. From the Indian Ocean to the East Coast, and it's been beautiful. Mr. Walter says that if that woman is coming from the East African community, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, all those countries, you have Eritrea, you have Djibouti. If that woman is coming from that, um, from either of those countries, it will not be a problem. Is that if that woman is a Kamba, an African, the better. But the person should be in the UK. If you're not in the UK, you might not be getting the first priority. So you can feel free to call him, you can feel free to contact him. At the end of the day, I ask myself, why not? If you are there and maybe this person is saying that they can be able to handle, why not? This person should be having children because he's saying that he has had so many cases where a person brought maybe an African wife, an African husband, you ship them from Africa, you take care of their visa, you take care of their flight ticket and all that, accommodation, and when they get there, the only thing you get is betrayal sooner than later. And then the fear is all over. Sometimes you don't want to learn as an example. You use other people's examples to shield yourself from any possibility whatsoever. So Mr. Walter Muli is looking for a woman who has children, maximum 3 because he has 4. Tena isikuwe ni mashindano, and a woman who is proud of their culture. There is this, I don't know, they are calling Musi Night or something. He still watches them, he streams Kamba music, home music, Swahili music, everything. They even have delicacies of Kenya in the UK. If you ask most people who are there, they can tell you that. And now, if you are older than him, you should not consider contacting him. If you are older than him, you should not consider contacting him. 50 maximum, that's what he said. Maximum 3 children, isikuwe ni mashindano. And any woman from the East African community, well and good. And another deal breaker will be education. If this woman is not educated, it will be a deal breaker because you want somebody who at least has some literacy level with a bachelor's degree in something to show. Maybe you might not be pursuing that degree at the moment. You might not be pursuing a career inconsistent with that degree, but education is a very important pointer for Mr. Walter. I will post his contacts on my Facebook page at Jenga Jero, and as many as of those who are interested will be able to reach out to him, and then we wish him well so that at least he can get a good match. Until then, this is Jenga Jero. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.